Alright, ladies and gentlemen, our team is opposition negative teams. Got some rebuttals from your aforementioned government teams. So let's start away. I'm gonna mentioning in some sections. So first, benefits getting by from host country of Olympics, but it's wrong because of the IOC sharing the balancing fund facilities prepared by national government itself. Also, the your team mentioning that the foods are poisoning, it's totally wrong because we got the doctors to be sure about the nutrition between foods, also clearing facilities and etc. Second, philosophy items and several issues is avoid to bring to this Olympics, but it doesn't influence the burden economics. Also prohibited or forbidden to combine it with Olympic between politics, not even maintaining bilateral relations. So ladies and gentlemen, let's straight away to my arguments. I'm gonna start my speech with first, definitely. As you know, as these motions is totally talking about Olympic coalitions. Olympic coalition means it's a framework where two or more countries merge their athletes, resource, and coaching staff to compete as one single entry in specific sports. Allow means to giving countries the legal rights and choice to form this partnership through International Olympic Committee. As I said before, IOC, it means International Olympic Committee. Let's start the way to the status quo. Currently, the phenomenon of the Olympics is a celebration of individual national achievements. Every country, regardless of size, also has the right to fly its own flag and sing its own anthem. This system motivates government to invest on their local grassroots sports players to find the next hero for their specific nations. Small countries like Jamaica or Fiji prove that you don't need a coalition to dominate a sport, but you need focused national dedications. So we got some parties that influencing in these motions. First, it's an athlete. Athlete is an individual who might lose their spot on a team because they are replaced by an athlete from a coalition partner. We got national governments who may stop funding local sports if they can just buy or join a stronger neighbors team. Third, we got fans and citizens that lose the direct connections to their national representations. Also, the IOC, who must manage complex legal and political disputes between coalition members. I got urgency, so I will read it. We are seeing a risk in sporting commercialization where results matter more than the spirit of the game. We must act now to prevent the Olympics from becoming a battle of mega blocks instead of a battle of nations. My team got a goal. So our goal to protect the sanctity or of national identity in sport and ensure that every country continues to develop its own independent sporting infrastructure. As a first speaker, I will argue how coalition destroys national pride and creates sporting harmonies. The Olympic is special because imagine the Olympic is special because a small nation can beat a great if we allow coalitions the identity of the athlete being blurry. Fans don't cheer for a coalitions, they cheer for their home. When a small country wins a medal, alone it inspires the world if they can win as part. This kill the inspiration that is divided children to start playing sports in small village. Instead of helping small countries, rich and powerful countries will form super super coalitions For example, if all European countries form one coalition for football, no other country would ever win a medal again. This make the Olympics boring scenario and predictable. Why? Because it creates a scenario where the most powerful country nation team up to get keep the podium, making it impossible for independent developing nation to compete with those. The nation which always be the winner in the podium. Okay, I got some arguments. So first, the subchapter of argument is the loss of national identity motivations. Olympic coalition destroy national pride and the underdog spirit. The Olympic is special because small nations can represent their own history and culture. Because when countries form coalitions, the unique identity of a nation disappears. So people at home will not feeling strong connection to mixed team. If the fans do not feel proud, the government will stop caring about the sports. Instead, for example, when a small country when a small country such as Fiji wins a rugby, the whole nation celebrates for some weeks. If Fiji was a part of Pacific coalitions, for the local people feel divided and less special for the local people. Sorry. Therefore, coalition weaken the emotional bond between a nation and its athletes. Second, my second argument with subchapter damage to local infrastructure development. Coalition give government an excuses to stop investing in local facility. Why? Because it happens if a government can simply send their best athletes to train in a partner country stadium. They will stop building stadium at home. So this make a shortcut that hurts the country in the long run. It creates a dependency where poor countries always rely on rich neighbors instead of becoming independent. That nation's budget allocation isn't used wisdom. For example, a country might cancel plans to build a national swimming pool center because they can just use the facilities of their coalition partner instead of making of their selves. This means young children in the home country will never have a peace to practice. The last, so coalition actually slow down the growth of sport infrastructure in developing nations.